What is going on, guys? It is me, your boy Ruben, or R1 on Xbox or Activision. Y'all could find me there. Welcome back to my channel. This is all gaming content. Today we will be talking about the Xbox Elite Controller Series 2. Let's go, baby. Let's talk about this. Now, let's talk about this remote. On this video, I'm going to talk about the Xbox Elite Controller Series 1. I'm going to give you guys a little bit about that, a little information that you guys might want to know about that remote, and then I'm going to give you some information of this remote, the Xbox Elite Controller Series 2. Take it out of here so you guys can see it. It's right here. Look at these little triggers, and of course the paddles. Now, let's talk about this remote. This remote, sorry, I don't have the box for this anymore. I think it's somewhere in my closet, but I just can't find it. But let's talk about this remote. Let me give you a little bit of information or things about the Xbox Elite Controller 1. I've had quite a lot of experiences with controllers. I have pretty big hands, I'm a big guy, and I love to game. Now, when I first bought the Xbox Elite Controller 1, the Series 1, I was like, oh, this is a game changer. I used to have a Scuff. That Scuff was good, but it didn't have all the options that these apparently do. Like the Scuff didn't have for the thumbs, like the sticks, you couldn't replace them by yourself. These have magnets on them, and you could replace them the length of each stick. Look right here, you have all the replacements, or replacements, right? Or the sticks, the paddles, the analogs. So when I first had the Scuff, I really liked the Scuff, but it only had one setting. You couldn't play with the remote or replace the paddles or put different sticks, right? So when I first saw the Xbox One controller, the Series 1, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a game changer. I got it, boom, I started playing it, and it was awesome. The mapping was easy, the setup was super easy, and I really liked the color. It was like a black, if I'm not mistaken. Now, the bad part about this Elite Controller Series 1, they would break easily. And what I mean by this is usually an Xbox controller will start messing up the buttons, or the sticks will start messing up, and that's normal. That's wear and tear. But for this Xbox controller Elite 1 or Series 1, they were too easy to be they were breaking too easily. I wasn't forcing them. I was giving them the benefit of the doubt when I was, because of my hands. I was like, oh, I have big hands, I might use some force or whatever, or I'm beating them up too much. But then I started talking to other fellow gamers, and they were like, nah, man, I've had the same issue with my Elite controller. I'm thinking of returning it, or what's the deal? So when I first bought it, I didn't have insurance under this. When I bought it at GameStop. I didn't have insurance on it. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a remote. What insurance do you really need on it? So, big mistake. Let me talk to you guys about insurance on these controllers. When I first bought it, didn't have an insurance. So when it messed up, that was $175 back in the day. And this was whenever they first came out. So I had to buy another one. This time I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna buy another one, but this time I'm gonna buy insurance. Key, and I cannot stress this enough for gamers or parents. Always get the insurance on these controllers. Excuse me, on these controllers. Why? Because that Elite Series 1 was very defective. Like, And I'm talking about very defective as in I got the second one and did the same thing. Had one of the sticks messing up, I believe. So when with that, I had the insurance. I was happy. I returned it. Gave them my insurance information at GameStop, and they gave me another one. Right? Once they gave me another one, guess what happened? Same thing, but this time I was wiser. I had the insurance, same deal. I think it's like $20. Back in the day, it was like $20, $25. Don't don't quote me on exactly what it is, but that I got the insurance. That's exactly so. The thing was with those remotes, I was going through them like every 3 months. I had to go get a new one. So it was getting kind of repetitive, but I really liked the remotes because I was able to button map. I was able to adjust things. I was able to adjust the sticks. There was so many cool activities that you could do with them. Now that kept going. They made a white one, a white series of that same remote. I tried, like I'm telling you, I was turning one in because it was broken, and the white one was a little bit more durable. I remember it was like I switched that one out. I guess people were complaining about it or something because they were actually listening, or they made them a little bit better, the sticks or something. That this one's, well, I had only two of them, so one of them broke like at 8 months. The other one broke a little bit afterwards. So then I started feeling my left stick, but like I told you, get the insurance on them. Always get the insurance on these things because they are bound to mess up. Another thing that you might not know or you should know is that GameStop does buy broken remotes back. They have certain days or certain times of the year where they will actually take in your remotes, whichever ones, however, as long as you have the complete setup. And what I mean by that is you have the remote and you have the setup as far as the analog, the paddles, the sticks right here, like these, right? If you have the whole setup, they will take it back and they will give you a certain amount of money for it. So that's just an info, and you might want to, if you don't know that and you have broken ones, you might want to talk to them and they'll give you some money or they'll give you some credit towards a new Elite controller. Because if you're watching this, you're probably interested in buying an Elite controller series 2. So let me get to this one. I've had this one for months already. I want to say since the first day it came out. Okay? I game a lot. For parents, I recommend you buy this remote. Or for people that game or guys that game a lot, I recommend it. I recommend it more than I recommend Scuff. Scuff was a good control, but it doesn't have this abilities, all these abilities, these paddles, the setups, the button mappings or whatever. Last time I heard of Scuff was is still doing the same old thing. I don't know. Right? I'm not gonna talk about Scuff too much because I really haven't invested. I forgot about Scuff once I started using the Elite controllers. This controller for parents, if you're gonna buy it for your kids, if your kid is a gamer and he's really getting into it, and you have the money, because these are kind of pricey for remotes. I want to say anywhere from 125 to like 250, if I'm not mistaken, like $200. Plus insurance, right? Like I told you, buy insurance. Always get the insurance for these. I've had this since the day one that it came out. The day that it came out, I didn't even know they came out. The lady at GameStop was like, "Hey, you know what? We have these new Elite controllers. Would you care to look at it?" And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Ah, I already have one." And she's like, "No, no, this is a new one, improved and stuff like that." I was like, "Oh, okay." And you know what I was thinking? I was like, "Oh, gotta get myself one of these." Boom, got it. I didn't know about it. One of my friends actually had mentioned it too, and he's like, "Yeah, I think my his wife got it for him or whatever." But I thought he was talking about the same one that I already had, right? So I come to find out that this was a new one. I really like it, and I really recommend it. So since I've gotten it, I haven't had to return it. Nothing has messed up. Everything is, the sticks haven't gotten stuck. What I do like about it is on the old one, this little box that it comes in, this little where you could put your Xbox. This is for this, right? So you won't get, once you're done playing, you put it right there, and you put it away. You zip it up, right? But when you're a gamer, you tend to leave things behind. The little box is kind of bulky, and so on my old ones, I wouldn't use it. Now it's got a purpose. This one, the old Xbox Elite controller, you had to buy batteries for it. This one has its own batteries, so you can't replace the battery. But this is used for charging. Genius idea. So this goes connected to a USB cord, and when you're done playing, put it in here, and it'll indicate that it is charging. It'll indicate right here, I think one of the buttons, that it is charging. Watch, as a matter of fact, I have the cord here. You plug it in the back. Let's see if you guys can see. Let's see if I can actually connect it. There you go. Plug it in the back. Hey, look. It indicates that little light on it. So now we have a purpose for this. And every day, every night, guess what I do? Zip it up. Once I put it back in there, I zip it up. It's charging. Every morning I wake up, or every day that I play, or whenever I play, zip it out, and start go play. The cost of it is kind of pricey. It's worth it. I do, from a 1 of 5, I would give this product, this Elite controller Series 2. Series 1 had a lot of problems because they would break too easily. I would give those like a 2, from a 1 to 5. This one I give them a 5 out of 5 because I have not had any issues with them, and I've had it since day one. What else? It charges perfectly. It will last. It lasts me, let's say, 5 to 7 hours of gaming, and it doesn't. The battery doesn't die on me, and I'm on it consistently, and I haven't had issues with it. So I do recommend this one. I don't recommend the Xbox Elite Controller Series 1 because of that, because it would always break. Scuff, I've had good and bads with Scuff. The original controller for Xbox is a good controller, but if you really want to get a little bit of an advantage on gaming, or not an advantage, but well, yeah, a little bit of an advantage, or a little bit getting a little bit more serious about your gaming, I do recommend that this controller helps with button mapping and using your other sides of your fingers, right? Your other people use your middle fingers, other people use your wedding band finger, I guess you could call it that. But it's a good remote. I do recommend it. Go get yourself one. If you're getting serious about gaming, if you're a parent, it might be a little bit costly. But if you get the second series, which this is the second series, it is very good. They planned it out right, and I think they got it right this time. I really think they got it right. You don't have to be replacing the batteries all the time, so that's kind of a good thing, because in remotes, a lot of time you have to be replacing the batteries, and then you have to charge the batteries and right there by the outlet. This one, just charge it in your little bag, in your little box, and the next day you open it and you're back to gaming. For more videos like these, please go ahead and hit the notification bell. Like, comment. If you have any comments about these controllers, if you have one, let me know what you think about it. And if you're thinking about getting one, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask me. I will get back to you. And I'm gonna start posting other stuff. I think on my next video, I might put a little bit. I'm not gonna say I'm really good at gaming, but I'll put a little montage or something together or something or about Call of Duty because I'm a Call of Duty person or gamer. Um, I might put a little video of something like that, or I might give you another review. But go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you haven't seen my other videos, go ahead into the other playlist. Go check those out. I have some funny videos. I have some vlogs. I have some family stuff. Go ahead and check it out. You guys might like those too. But that's it for me. If you want to add me, if you guys want a game, I am R1 in Activision, Ruben's Thumbs on Xbox One. But no matter what, just shoot me a message through Xbox or through Activision, and I'll more than gladly play with you guys. Y'all have a good one. R1 out. Peace, guys.